sneak peek. Welcome back to the good old Southern IA. Yesterday and last night we got some good rain. I ended up with about 1.5 inches of rain here at my place. Hearing conflicting reports between a really strong 2 inches to maybe even a little bit less, but we needed that rain. It's going to get things jump started and going. But today's eviction day. What I mean by that is I basically asked a few trees when I was planting, "Sir, will you please move your right in the way of where I need to plant, and your branches are leaning over where I'll hit them with the sprayer booms." And then they went on about something like, "Oh, we are rooted in here, like we just can't up and move," or yada yada yada, giving me a whole bunch of excuses. And it was very clear that they were going to make me use my enforcer. Enforcer. Weather stick says there's been some moisture.
See how good Marshall's welds.
Yeah, let's see how good Marshall welds.
That was a good $1 million ring. Can't go that way. Yeah, you're good.
I'll run this go right down
That way. Rubbing the fender. You're okay. There you go. Keep coming. You're good.
Yeah, you can just tell this trailer don't like this thing on
I
here.
don't think it was ready.
I've actually used this thing here
That would probably work good.
with the hook.
Like that. Why you didn't just get flip-flop ramps?
Huh?
I'd like to ask Wayne why he didn't get flip-flop ramps.
Because then they rattle real bad the entire time.
I don't care. Pick it up, you'll hit the fenders.
I'm sorry, trailer.
Good job on the ramps, Marshall.
And well, I guess for you that do not know, my name is Ben Van Rumpel. I run this Iowan Farmer YouTube channel. I am a 28-year-old second-generation farmer that's decided to take you guys along with us on a daily adventure, showing the trials and tribulations of being a young farmer in this day and age. right, so what are we doing here today? Today we are actually removing some honeysuckle tree, and then we're gonna go after that rock that bent that row unit. My dad said he found that rock with the sprayers, and he hit the rock with the sprayer and sent him through the roof. So he knows where the rock is that I bent the row unit on the corn planter in one of those previous videos. This here is honeysuckle. Honeysuckle was planted a long time ago to be a natural, like, fence line bush type of deal. It's extremely invasive. It really grows out everywhere. And this is a hay field that I rented a year or so ago. And the hay isn't that great on it. So what we're gonna do is put some soybeans in here this year, and then I'll reseed the hay field next year. But these honeysuckle trees are in the way, like they make it hard to hay and go around them and everything like that. So today we are using the Easy Man tree puller. It's nothing fancy there, connected to the Bobcat, or not the Bobcat, the Kubota SVL 90-2. So the 90 horsepower, she can just rip these trees up out of the ground. The thing about these trees is since they grow so fast, they really don't have much of a root system to them at all, so they rip out pretty darn easy. So I probably have about 2 dozen honeysuckle trees to rip out of this hay field. We'll get these ripped out, then we'll catch back up with you guys. It's just gonna take a little bit of time because I'm actually taking these to a pile up by the front so they can get burned later on. And then we're gonna go try and take out a rock. That's a good one. That's a good rock. Nice rock. Let me see if I can push it a little. That's a big sucker. It's a pretty big rock.
I don't think Bandit's gonna bring that one back.
Nah, he ain't gonna bring that one back out of the field.
That's the big rock.
See if I can work it up out of that hole. baby, that is a big rock. There's your gift to Mom.
There's your gift to Mom.
No!
I said that could fit the radiator too.
That's a cute little one. Probably need to go from downhill. I got the edge of it yet? It's something. I need you to push against it.
Oh man, I can't do that.
I wonder if I can roll it in. Get up, give me a little push so I can slide underneath it. I just keep pushing it. Bye, Raquisha.
It'd be fun if you're
Wait!
Stop it.
That's a nice round one.
Yeah. That might be a $1,500 rock. And I missed it. Take it to the ditch. Take it to the ditch. Come on. There you go. To the ditch. Take it to the ditch. Oh. If you don't want to take it to the ditch.
Yep, so the last video that we put out was the bean plot video where I put in my soybean plot. And then we ended up getting rain about the next 2 days. The first rain came and it was about 1.5 inches, which was a nice rain. And then the next day we got about another 1/2 inch of rain. So give or take, we've had somewhere in between 1 inch to 2 inches of rain, depending on how you talk to, who you talk to. But up north, where we no-tilled in those soybeans, they got in over 4 inches of rain. So all in all, we really did get a pretty nice rain. I didn't think that I should tell you guys, hey, we've got rain days or whatever, because I didn't think it was going to be a week worth of rain days. Really, the forecast this week looked phenomenal. And actually, recently, I had a chance to pick up some more ground, about 60 some odd acres, that has some dying hay on it, or a thinned out hay crop, that we're going to put some soybeans into, and then also hay later on in the year. But there's enough hay out there right now that we were going to cut the hay off, turn around, suck some soybeans into the ground, then kill off the hay seeding. We've done that before. You don't get the best yields from your soybeans doing that, but it works. Are you comfortable down there, Bluto? Who's that? Yeah, if you weren't a wet mess, you could ride in the truck. Nope, you're riding in here with me, stinking up the gap. This isn't something that we're strangers to. We've done this multiple times where we've actually, had people want to lease us the ground that has come out of CRP or coming out of CRP, or they have a dying hay crop. They want us to put soybeans in there for a year. It's a great way for them to basically have a really good clean slate for reseeding, or for us to just put a piece of ground back into production. So the first day after the rain, we actually started to clean up some ground. Brought the tree puller up here, and there's it turned out to be about 15 acres that we cleaned up. We pulled honeysuckle up out of the ground and got it ready to go. And then my dad actually sprayed down the burn down pass, and now that's ready to have soybeans planted into it. All in all, without any custom work, we have a shy 200 acres of soybeans yet to put into the ground. Like I said, this week was supposed to be like a beautiful week for putting up some hay ground. It would have worked great, but come around Monday, things kind of changed on us a little bit. Essentially on Monday, the whole forecast changed. We have had this overcast, rainy sky that's been hanging out about 60 degrees or so for the entire week. Now from what I'm hearing, that compared to like out in Ohio and places like that, we've got it pretty well off for all aspects of it. Most of our crops in, most of it's looking really darn good, but we've just been on hold. We haven't been able to spray. We obviously didn't cut any hay. It's been kind of too wet to be in the fields even picking these rocks out of the ground, which what we are doing today. And I figured I'd just take you guys with you to let you know that we haven't gone anywhere. We just haven't been doing too much. The rock that we're actually after now is the one that we've decided actually bent the row unit on the planter with my oh, hold on, Andrew. The last day of planting corn, when we smacked that row unit on something, it was a rock. I didn't back into anything. It was ooh, that's funny looking. It is a pretty good sized rock.
think you need to go back farther to get under it. It's still going that way, I think. There you go. We take a rock bucket for a sponsor. Whee! Come here, bandit.
So I got us something for haying season. That's coming up here pretty quickly. It's so that Andrew can hear my bad jokes all day long.
It's pretty essential.
We got ourselves some Midlands that we're going to be putting into the tractors so we can communicate while we're running hay. We actually run 2 haying tractors, and it'd be good for us to be able to chit chat on which part we're doing and which way we're going and make sense. Those will be getting installed here before too long. A little sneak peek. So other than that, it's actually been pretty darn slow around here. This overcast weather that we continue to have is just pushing things out. Crops look pretty good. We've got corn that is 2 leaves, so it's unrolled itself, and we have corn that hasn't emerged yet, but most of our corn has been on a schedule of emergence in about 12 days. Who knows if it's going to take some of this later corn a little bit longer to come up because we've had all this overcast. The overcast, we did get some rain that the other corn did not have. So we could get pretty even corn coming up. Soybeans are looking pretty good. They're all over the place. There is soybeans that are emerged and you can see them down the row. And then we have soybeans that haven't come up out of the ground. So then some other things that have kept me busy is I sprayed off my fun plot. My fun plot has 6 rows of soybeans that have been sprayed off. Then we're just gonna plant into that cereal rye that's really taken off. Then the rest of it's been sprayed off, other than the crimson clover. That's over there if you guys can see it. It's actually looking real beautiful. Let's run up there real quick. As you can tell, it looks, isn't that cool looking? That is some cool looking stuff. Before too long, we'll be having some fun in here. Obviously, we're going to plant the soybeans in here. I'm going to put different numbers in here. I'm going to do 60 row corn, or 60-inch row corn. I am going to do it. If you don't know what that is, give it a Google. Give it a Google. Other than that, it's really been pretty much a hurry up and wait situation. We have been wanting to get to work, and that is why I haven't made a video like this telling you guys that, hey, we're sitting around and not doing anything, because we really didn't think we were going to be sitting around not doing anything. Anyways, I'm gonna go hop in the truck with Andrew. He's gonna take me to my truck. We're both gonna call it quits for the day. My dad took off with another load of spray to go spray off on some beans. First pass on beans is gonna get sprayed here. It's maybe supposed to rain again tonight, and then for the foreseeable future it's going to be continuing to rain. If my videos aren't as often right now, it's because of the weather. Don't worry, we're still here. Don't worry, I'm still going to be taking you guys along with us to finish out the rest of this planting season, so you might as well subscribe, and if you would, don't forget, hit that like button to support the channel. Get me caught up on my stickers here. This sticker comes from the last day of corn planting, where we tried to put the last bit of corn on the ground. We had some issues with the row units, which is why we picked up that big old rock today. This sticker actually goes to the commenter Bill Upstate NY, so Bill Upstate New York. He says, surprised you don't have the auto steer to back the tractor into the building to reconnect the planter. We run WAS, so you have to have RTK to do that, so our accuracy isn't quite there. If we had RTK, I'm pretty sure we could do that, but that's really not what I'd wanted to do. I just wanted to rehook all those hoses on the back of it. Holy smokes, that or I need an Andrew around, and he wasn't around to do it, so I don't know.
I might have had to redo it.
Yeah, that had to do. But anyways, guys, that gets me caught up on my stickers. Get you guys caught up where we have been at, which has been basically nowhere at all. I mean, have you done anything exciting in the last week?
No.
Yeah, it's literally the weird part about it is the fact that we thought we were going to be actually able to do work by the forecast. It just never ever shaped up. So stick with us. Thanks for hanging out with us in this dreary day down here in the good old Southern IA, and say bye, Andrew.
Bye, Andrew.
I should have put J in front of the camera.
It's a big area right here.
Let's put them right there. Tell when there's a new sticker, because it's like it takes a little while for me to build back up my dust collection.
Yo.
One that was pretty cool. Farm Life one. But this one by far is my favorite one. We'll stick her on there real quick.
United States Essential Worker.
I think this one deserves to be about right here.
Prime spot.
Prime spot, prime real estate. Did you show them the sticker that they'll win if their favorite comment within 24 hours?
A clean one, but that one right there.
Cleanliness is not guaranteed.
Well, cleaner than the one on the back of the truck.
Is that centered?
Yeah, I think you need to rotate the top to the, there you go. Well, not that far. Right there, I'd say. Okay, YouTube, is it square?
It's a circle sticker, you idiot! It's not square! Oh no!
We're essential. We're missing the O in worker.